San Francisco's Chinatown, where the traditional Chinese underworld collides with modern gang culture.
When you want to open a gambling joint, you come and look for us before we come and look for you.
Cash from illegal gambling goes hand in hand with robbery and extortion.
Back then, Chinatown is like a gold mine. Might as well just raid it.
When a gang from Hong Kong known as a triad takes over, it leads to a brutal turf war. Asian youths run riot on the streets.
You join a gang like the Hop Sing Tong or the Wo Hop To, you're gone. You're living with them.
San Francisco's law enforcement struggles to smash the secretive world of the triads. September 4th, 1977. It's 2:40 a.m. in the heart of San Francisco's Chinatown. The streets are packed with late-night revelers, shift workers, and students all out for a good time. In the busy Golden Dragon restaurant, Raymond Shrimp Boy Chow enjoys a late-night snack. He's a 17-year-old gangbanger, just arrived from Hong Kong. He's already worked his way into Chinatown's street gang network.
I was a pretty bad kid, back in Hong Kong. Involved a lot of illegal activity. We contact with drug, prostitution, gambling.
As Raymond and his friends feast on Chinese food, 3 gunmen burst into the restaurant.
First thing, we just heard a gunshot. Everybody ducked, and only the people, like the innocent people, they sit there. They don't have that kind of reaction.
Chinatown beat officer Nelson Lum is on the scene in less than 2 minutes.
I was the first one that went into the restaurant itself, and it was still filled with smoke from the gunfire. And there were just people screaming, people on the ground, blood everywhere.
In a matter of seconds, 5 innocent bystanders are killed and 11 wounded. San Francisco's Asian underworld is placed under the spotlight for the first time.
Some who were in the Golden Dragon likened the carnage to a firefight in Vietnam. The dead and dying lay on the floor as the ambulance crews and police officers and even those who weren't injured tried to care for those who had been shot.
It's the worst massacre in San Francisco's history.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Just go in and look at the blood, and I just can't believe it.
My initial thought was it was a robbery, and somehow it turned into a massive shooting.
But Lum realizes this is more than a robbery.
I noticed in the middle of the restaurant, there was a group of young Asian males whom I recognized as, being part of the gangs.
The shooting is an attack on Chinatown's largest gang, the Wah Ching. It's part of an ongoing battle for turf between Chinatown's many Asian street gangs. For Chow, the shooting is an introduction to gang warfare, American style. He doesn't wait to be questioned by the police.
And a lot of people got hurt over there. A lot of people over there left the scene soon after the shootout.
The Golden Dragon massacre is a serious wake-up call for the San Francisco police. The city is in shock. Chinatown is renowned for vice and drugs, but up until now, the violence has been contained amongst Asians and treated with ambivalence by the cops.
The Chinese community has always taken care of its own. So no matter what happens in Chinatown, it's taken care of.
As the main port of entry for the West Coast, San Francisco's Chinatown is home to one of the biggest Chinese populations outside Asia. Waves of immigrants came for the gold rush of the 1850s and stayed to build the railroads. They created San Francisco's world-famous Chinatown, which sprawls across the hilly northern quarter of the city. But behind the brightly advertised storefronts, Chinatown's community is organized into secretive groups known as tongs. part political group, part community association. Tongs are a uniquely Chinese-American institution that emerged to support Chinese immigrants in the face of widespread racial discrimination.
When the Chinese first settled in San Francisco, they were really isolated. And the Tong provided the community with a sense of belonging. It also allows them to have a sense of identity.
There are many Tongs in San Francisco. The oldest plays host to a long